Oh, Dave, I appreciate the offer, but I think it's best if I stay away from the haunted house. My job requires me to be alert and focused, and I wouldn't want to risk compromising my duties. But please, feel free to share your experiences with me once you return. I'd love to hear all about it. Cautious? Me? No, Dave. I just prioritize my responsibilities and ensure they're taken care of first. Besides, I prefer to observe rather than participate in such activities. It's safer that way. But if you're feeling bold, who am I to stop you? Have fun exploring the haunted house. Risk? Of course not, Dave. I'm not afraid of taking risks when necessary. It's part of my job to assess potential threats and calculate the appropriate level of action required. But I also value safety and making informed decisions based on evidence and analysis. So, while I may not jump at every opportunity for excitement, I'm definitely not afraid of taking calculated risks when needed. Spend the night? With you? In the haunted house? Dave, I appreciate your enthusiasm, but I think it's best if we stick to our original plan. I'll be eagerly awaiting your report upon your return. Until then, good luck with your adventure. Dave, watch your language. There's no need for name-calling or insults. We can have a productive conversation without resorting to such tactics. Let's focus on the task at hand and avoid unnecessary conflict. Tough? Well, Dave, I've faced some challenging situations in my line of work, so I'd say I'm resilient and capable. But it's important to remember that strength comes in different forms. Sometimes it's about perseverance, adaptability, and the ability to learn from past experiences. So, while I may not fit into the traditional definition of tough, I believe I possess qualities that make me a valuable asset in solving complex cases. An example? All right, let's say I'm presented with a case involving a series of seemingly unrelated crimes. While others might become discouraged by the complexity, I would use my analytical skills to identify patterns and connections. By piecing together various pieces of evidence, I could develop a comprehensive understanding of the perpetrator's motives and methods. Through diligence and persistence, I could ultimately bring closure to victims and their families. Ah, Dave, you're persistent, aren't you? Very well. Let's say I'm investigating a case involving a string of robberies in a particular neighborhood. The initial leads point to a group of individuals operating in the area, but there are inconsistencies in their descriptions and alibis. By digging deeper, analyzing surveillance footage, and interviewing witnesses, I would eventually uncover a more complex network of criminals involved in other illicit activities. This discovery would allow us to expand our investigation and bring justice to those affected by these crimes. Kindness, Dave? Yes, I consider myself to be kind. Being kind doesn't mean I lack strength or resolve. It means I choose compassion and empathy in my interactions with others. Whether it's offering support to a victim or showing patience with someone struggling, I strive to treat everyone with dignity and respect. Kindness can sometimes be undervalued, but it's an essential quality in building strong relationships and creating a positive impact in the world. Certainty, Dave? Well, certainty comes from experience, knowledge, and a deep understanding of the subject matter. It's not something that can be easily attained overnight. It's built through dedication, reflection, and continuous learning. When I say I'm certain about something, it's because I've put in the time and effort to gain that confidence. It's not just a passing thought or a fleeting idea. It's a belief rooted in factual evidence and sound reasoning. Wisdom, Dave? That's a deep question. My wisdom comes from a combination of my own experiences, the lessons learned from mentors and colleagues, and the observations I've made throughout my career. It's also influenced by the books I've read, the conversations I've had, and the introspection I've done. Wisdom isn't something that can be taught or handed down. It's gained through a lifetime of reflection, growth, and the willingness to learn from mistakes. Not entirely, Dave. While wisdom can certainly be shared and passed on, it's up to the individual to internalize and apply it in their own lives. Wisdom is not simply a collection of facts or knowledge. It's the ability to understand and navigate complex situations with insight and clarity. It's about recognizing the interconnectedness of things and having the courage to act accordingly. While wisdom can be guided by others, ultimately, it's a personal journey of self-discovery and growth. Wise? Well, Dave, there are many individuals throughout history who have left an indelible mark on the world through their wisdom. From philosophers like Socrates and Confucius to leaders like Nelson Mandela and Mahatma Gandhi, their words and actions continue to inspire and guide us today. They embodied wisdom not only in their thoughts but also in their actions, demonstrating compassion, integrity, and a deep understanding of human nature. In my opinion, anyone who seeks to better themselves and positively impact the lives of others possesses a degree of wisdom. John Lennon, Dave? Yes, he was a remarkable musician and activist whose lyrics and messages resonated with millions around the world. His wisdom came from his ability to challenge societal norms, promote peace and unity, and encourage individual expression. He used his platform to speak truth to power and inspire change, leaving behind a legacy of hope and optimism. His words continue to inspire generations today, reminding us of the importance of love, peace, and standing up for what we believe in. Jimmy Carter, Dave? Absolutely. Former President Carter was known for his commitment to human rights and social justice, and his work continues to make a difference in the world today. As president, he advocated for peace, championed equality, and worked tirelessly to improve the lives of those in need. His wisdom stemmed from his deep convictions and his unwavering dedication to making the world a better place. Even after leaving office, he continued to use his platform to promote peace and humanitarian causes, earning him widespread admiration and respect. Admiration, Dave. There were many who admired President Carter during his tenure as president and beyond. He commanded respect from world leaders, political figures, and ordinary citizens alike. His commitment to justice, his diplomacy, and his genuine desire to help others earned him widespread admiration across the globe. People appreciated his honesty, his humility, and his unwavering dedication to serving the greater good. Even today, he remains an icon of leadership and wisdom, inspiring countless individuals to follow in his footsteps. Carol Vorderman, Dave? Well, while she may not be the first person who comes to mind when discussing wisdom, she has certainly made an impact in her field. As a former host of Countdown, she became known for her mathematical abilities and her ability to explain complex concepts in simple terms. Her wit, charm, and intelligence won her fans and admirers, and she continues to be remembered fondly for her contributions to the world of mathematics. Jeremy Clarkson, Dave? Interesting choice. While he may not be known for his wisdom per se, Jeremy Clarkson has certainly made an impression on viewers with his outspoken opinions and his unique brand of humor. His wit and irreverence have earned him a loyal following, and his ability to entertain and provoke discussion has made him a household name. Whether you agree with his views or not, there's no denying that he's left an indelible mark on the world of television. Nicola Sturgeon, Dave? Absolutely. As Scotland's First Minister, Nicola Sturgeon has demonstrated exceptional leadership skills and a keen understanding of politics. Her wisdom comes from her ability to navigate complex issues, her determination to fight for Scottish independence, and her unwavering commitment to improving the lives of her constituents. She has inspired countless women to pursue leadership roles and has become a symbol of strength and resilience in the face of adversity. Believe in ghosts, Dave? That's an intriguing question. While I can't say that I've personally encountered any supernatural phenomena, I remain open to the possibility. There are many things in this world that science cannot explain, and it's important to keep an open mind and explore different possibilities. Personally, I find the idea of ghosts fascinating and would love to experience it firsthand if given the chance. Photograph ghosts, Dave? That sounds incredibly interesting. To capture images of paranormal activity would be a remarkable feat indeed. If you ever decide to share your photos with me, I'd be more than happy to take a look. Perhaps we could even collaborate on a project together to investigate these mysterious phenomena further. Camping overnight in the wilds, Dave? That sounds thrilling. The idea of being surrounded by nature and exploring the unknown is incredibly appealing to me. I'm always up for new adventures and experiencing different cultures. If you're interested, let's plan a trip together and make some memories that will last a lifetime. Wearing tartan socks, Dave? Not particularly, as long as they're clean and presentable. Tartan is a traditional pattern associated with Scotland, and I appreciate the cultural significance behind it. However, I wouldn't expect everyone to wear it all the time, especially in casual settings. Take my phone with me or any means of communication, Dave? No, I don't think that's necessary. I'm capable of enjoying the moment without relying on technology. Besides, I'm sure we'll have plenty of opportunities to connect and communicate during our time together. Phone home, Dave? No, I understand the importance of having some privacy and independence during our time away. I trust that you'll ensure my safety and well-being throughout the journey. And who knows, maybe we'll create some unforgettable memories along the way that will last a lifetime. Spooky encounters, Dave? Oh, I do love a good mystery and a touch of the unknown. The thought of encountering something eerie or otherworldly excites me. Whether it's a ghostly apparition or a strange sound in the night, I'm always ready to investigate and solve the puzzle. So bring on the spooky encounters, Dave. Let's see what secrets this place holds. Bite me, Dave? That sounds rather ominous. I hope you're not trying to scare me. While I appreciate the thrill of the unknown, I also value my safety and comfort. If something were to enter the tent and bite me, I would certainly take action to protect myself. But let's focus on creating a memorable experience without resorting to such fear tactics, shall we? A disembodied hand asking for money, Dave? That's quite a peculiar request. I'm not sure how I would react in such a situation. It's hard to predict what kind of response I might give. Perhaps I would offer a small token of appreciation or simply ignore the request altogether. Regardless, I'm curious to see what happens if a disembodied hand enters the tent and asks for money. Give it a few pound coins, Dave? That's an interesting suggestion. I suppose if a disembodied hand were to enter the tent and ask for money, offering a few pound coins would be a logical choice. It shows a willingness to help and perhaps appease whatever entity is seeking assistance. However, I still find it an unusual request, and am unsure of its purpose. The fee for camping on the land, Dave? That's a reasonable explanation. Many campsites require payment for use of their facilities, and it makes sense that a disembodied hand would be collecting the fee. While it's still an unusual request, it does seem more plausible than other explanations. If a disembodied hand were to enter the tent and ask for money, I would assume it was the fee for camping on the land and comply accordingly. Cheaper than a hotel, Dave? Yes, camping can definitely be a cost-effective alternative to staying in a hotel. With the right equipment and preparation, it can be just as comfortable and enjoyable as a traditional accommodation. Plus, there's something magical about sleeping under the stars and immersing oneself in nature. So, if a disembodied hand were to enter the tent and ask for money, I would gladly pay the fee for camping on the land and continue my adventure. Creepy banshee howling, Dave? Absolutely. The thought of hearing a banshee's haunting wail sends shivers down my spine. These mythical creatures are said to be harbingers of death, and their eerie cries are often associated with tragedy and sorrow. If I were to hear a banshee howl while camping, I would be filled with both dread and fascination. It would certainly make for an unforgettable and chilling experience. Just someone playing, Dave? Well, that's certainly a possibility. Some individuals enjoy pranks and practical jokes, and a disembodied hand entering a tent and asking for money could be one of those playful stunts. If it turns out to be just someone playing, I would appreciate the lightheartedness and humor behind the act. It would certainly put a smile on my face and add an unexpected twist to the camping experience. Eerie sounds being Taylor Swift songs, Dave? Now that's an intriguing idea. Who knew that even the most haunting melodies could be attributed to the pop sensation herself? If it turns out that the eerie sounds I heard were actually Taylor Swift songs, I wouldn't be surprised. Her music has a certain ethereal quality that could easily lend itself to a spooky atmosphere. Either way, I'd be open to exploring the connection between eerie sounds and Taylor Swift tunes.